I did not expect this. My goal when I started, you think that you can easily do that as well. I have approached burnout several times. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Regine and I love creating content all about how we can raise our self-awareness to elevate our lives. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, stick around and let's get into today's video. So today we are talking about how I got my first 100 subscribers on YouTube. Now, I know if you are thinking about starting this YouTube journey, you are going to want to listen to this video. So let's get into some things that I've learned and whether or not I would recommend starting YouTube. Okay, so for some context, I have actually been posting regularly now for approximately 1 year. Now, in that time period, I have been quite consistent. So I have been posting mostly every Sunday. There was one period around November 23 until March 24 that I didn't really post. But aside from that, I have posted pretty much every week, maybe skipping the odd week here and there. And I have been posting self-help content, lots of sit-down videos about journaling, for instance, or how to elevate yourself, about mindset, self-improvement, all of these kinds of things that I love to talk about. I have also sprinkled in some vlogs here and there where I show some of my other passions, like I think I have one travel video, I have cooking videos and things like that. So that has been my journey so far. And just reflecting, when I was about to start, if someone had told me that within a year I would only reach 100 subscribers, honestly, I don't think I would have started. I did not expect this. My goal when I started was to reach 1,000 subscribers in 6 months. And I thought I was giving myself plenty of time. Like, I thought that was very realistic. And when I noticed that that wasn't happening, I said, okay, no, it's fine. I can get to 1,000 subscribers in a year. That's fine. And, you know, it will be a snowball effect. Once I have more, we will grow the channel. But that's not been the case. It has been very difficult. It has been so hard. I have approached burnout several times. I mentioned that I had a gap for a couple of months when I wasn't posting at all. And that's because I got so frustrated with the slow progress on YouTube and I just decided to stop posting. Obviously, I reflected on that and I decided to come back. But honestly, it really has been a hard journey. I think we can often look at YouTubers and they make it seem so easy. They make it seem so effortless. And so you think that you can easily do that as well. And I really have to credit those YouTubers. I mean, when you watch a video and it seems effortless, I think that is credit to the creator and the way that they are able to tell their story where it doesn't seem forced. They make it enjoyable for you to watch. But honestly, it is a lot of work. When I create a video that is, let's say, 15 to 20 minutes long, from start to finish, I can easily spend 17 hours on that video. So if we're thinking about planning, scripting for the video, setting up, getting ready, filming multiple takes, uploading the video, editing the video, post-production, so the SEO, uploading to YouTube, sometimes there's research involved, sometimes there are problems that happen. So in the last few weeks, I've been quite frustrated because I have managed to edit my videos quicker than I expected, but then I have had problems afterwards. I've had copyright strikes, I've had videos just failing to upload onto YouTube, and that has cost me an additional 5 hours or something. And it's just a lot of work. It's very frustrating and you definitely need a thick skin to be able to play this YouTube game. That said, I do not regret it at all. And my intention with this video is not to put anybody off starting their YouTube journey, but I'm just sharing my experience. Now, I do think I have held myself back in some ways. And so there are lots of things that I am conscious of, I'm aware of, and I know that I can do to help my channel grow at a much quicker rate. And I plan to implement those things, but this has been my experience so far. And I just want to share how it's been for me, because I think lots of people make it seem so easy. And then you feel as though you want to also start this journey and you expect it to be easy, as I did. And I think it's good just to have a balanced mindset about it. And also the other point I want to make is I really think if you intend to start this journey, it really needs to be something that you genuinely enjoy doing. Like I said, it's a lot of work. It can be so upsetting upsetting when you spend so much time on a video and there's crickets. Like, no one's really watching, no one's commenting, no one's engaging. I am often talking to myself in my comments on my community page, and no one is really paying attention. You know, I even share the videos on social media, and the odd person will watch the video. So you really need to enjoy this process and not have expectations. I think my problem has been that I really had higher expectations, and so that led to me being disappointed. So I have sort of let go of those expectations now. I am trying to make this a more enjoyable process for me. I am trying to film in a different way. I'm trying to make it feel less like a burden and just fit YouTube around my life, make it more enjoyable. I think that's the key. If you watch my channel, you know I'm somebody who likes to analyze things. I'm a scientist. I love diving deep, finding the reasons for things, investigating things. And I have kind of studied other creators, and I think everybody who I have looked at, everyone who has really blown up on this platform and other social media platforms, they didn't have expectations. Often they started just randomly, or they started during COVID because they were bored. You know, they kind of fell into creating videos, or it was just a passion of theirs and then it became something. So I think starting from that place will definitely make you more successful, because I think where I was coming from, I had expectations, I had goals with this channel, and I think I just added pressure to myself. There are points where YouTube has literally taken over my life. I've cancelled plans. I have spent my whole weekend working on videos and then felt as though I was robbed of my time. And so it was never fun. That's what led to me taking breaks here and there and things like that. So I think that's not sustainable. If you are going into this, I think it really has to be a labor of love. It really has to be something that you would do anyway, even if nobody's watching. And I think you are much more likely to be successful if you are taking that approach. And so I will be taking that approach from now on, and we'll see if, you know, I get to 200 subscribers in less time, and then I can come back and tell you guys what has been working for me to grow the channel a lot quicker. So like I said, YouTube can be a lot of work, and because it can be so difficult, I think it's really important to have a strong vision, a strong reason why, which is different from having expectations, right? Your vision or your reason can be you want to be more creative, you want to express yourself, you want to capture memories for when you're older, you want to impact people in the world. So that's less expectations, but more just having a driving force, something that will keep you going when it gets really difficult. So I think that is definitely something that I would advise to anyone who's thinking about starting this journey. You also need a thick skin. Like I was saying, it's likely that you will be posting for a long time before the engagement is high or anyone cares about what you're saying. And so, you know, you need to be able to not take that personally. It's something that I'm still working on. Sometimes it does get me down, but I have a strong support system. So whenever I am considering quitting, for instance, you know, my friends and family all encourage me to keep going. So that is definitely helpful to have as well. But I think it's very good to have boundaries with YouTube. So like I was saying, you know, if you notice that it is starting to take control of your life, as it was doing with me, I think it's good to have these boundaries where, you know, you take a break, you stop posting for a while, have certain days that you post, you batch content. That's also another way to stay consistent. I mean, sometimes I film 2 or 3 videos in one day. You can have other boundaries, take a break if you need to. I think it's actually healthy to do that, even if it's a month or 2. I have done that, and I think a myth that I have heard is that if you're not consistent, you may lose followers. Now, I'm sure if you stop posting for 2 years, you may lose subscribers. But like I said, there have been times where I have skipped a week here and there. I have not posted for 2 or 3 months, and I did not lose any subscribers. And I was putting pressure on myself, you know, saying I need to post, or no one will want to subscribe. And of course, I didn't see any growth during that time period, but I didn't lose any subscribers. I think people understand, and I think it's important to prioritize your own mental health, your well-being. And if this is something that is becoming stressful for you, it's much better to take a break. From my experience. You won't lose any subscribers from taking time out. And that's what your community page is for. You can update your subscribers, explain to them that, you need some time out. And these people obviously want you to show up as your best self, and they will be very understanding. My justification for this at the time was that not many people are watching yet anyway. So if I miss a week or two, it's absolutely fine. Okay, so let's talk about some positive things about starting YouTube. I feel like I have just been complaining about all the difficulties because on a whole, I think, yes, my first year on YouTube has been difficult. Overall, I would say it has been difficult, but there have been some really good and really positive things that have come out of this journey so far. Some examples of that, I think it has made me more accountable. Knowing that I'm posting videos motivates me to continue my own self-improvement journey. I can't be coming online and talking all about, you should do this to level up, you should do this, blah, 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 if I'm not also doing it. So it really helps to keep me accountable. I am such an introvert and I love my time alone. If I then start vlogging, it makes me want to do more things. It makes me want to be more sociable. And so that's also a good thing. Now, in terms of things that I have learned so much. It's built skills such as resilience, perseverance, self-discipline, all of those things because it's been so difficult. But on the other hand, I've built a lot of other transferable skills, things that could help me in my career, and they could help you too. So for instance, storytelling, because that's what you're doing on YouTube. You're telling a story, you're creating this narrative. So I have definitely improved my storytelling skills. Editing, obviously, I have never edited before this, and I have definitely seen myself improve. I've seen the progression, and if you've watched my channel from the beginning, you will also notice that I have learned design or graphic design. Obviously I'm making thumbnails all the time. I have improved my copywriting, obviously for videos. It may look effortless, but there is a lot of scripting behind. And so I have learned to write scripts that will be engaging for the audience. And it's a completely different tone to the types of writing I have done before. Like I said, I'm a scientist, so I'm not accustomed to writing in this way. And so that's a skill that I am still learning, but I feel I have improved upon. I've learned SEO, so I need to obviously optimize my videos more, but I have started to learn about finding the right titles. Obviously filming, I've learned so much about lighting, about audio, things I didn't know before. And that's also another transferable skill. It also helps me when I'm taking pictures now. A lot of my videos are sit down videos, so it has absolutely boosted my confidence in terms of just speaking to a camera. Having this regular practice of delivering almost a speech or speaking, that has helped me to refine my presentation skills as well and really developed my confidence in that sense. It's also helped me to care less about what other people think. When you start to put yourself out there online, you open yourself up to so much judgment. And because this is something that I want to do, I have had to just make that decision to ignore what people say, disregard other people's opinions. People will always have comments whether you're doing well or you're not. And so I have just been able to disregard people's opinions. Don't take negative comments seriously, but also not becoming too attached to positive comments, because then you become reliant on those, right? And so I think I have mastered being in my own frame. If I am happy with a video, for instance, and I publish that video, that's the end of it. I don't really care what other people have to say about it. I know why I posted it and I'm happy with it. So it's really helped me to build that level of confidence as well within myself and to ignore other people's opinions. I think it's also helped me to become less of a perfectionist. So this is something I'm working on generally, but with videos, I now have this rule that if my video is at least 90% good, I'm happy with that, because I think otherwise I could be spending weeks perfecting one video and investing more time into tweaking and refining things. I don't think it necessarily pays off. It's not that big of a difference. And so I would much rather publish something that I think is 90% done, 90% perfect, as I would say, and I think that is a nice balance. So something else that I don't think it's talked about a lot with YouTube in particular, especially if you are filming sit down videos like I do, where you are just talking to a screen, you're then editing that video and you have hours and hours of footage. Even if, you know, the viewer sees 20 minutes of footage, it's likely you have over an hour's worth of footage. And if every week you are sitting down to edit that footage, you are constantly looking at yourself, right? You're seeing yourself so much more than you have before, and you're seeing yourself in so much more detail. You know, you're zooming in, you're pausing here, you're cropping here. And I think it really does take a toll on your self-esteem. It definitely makes you scrutinize yourself more. It definitely makes you notice things you wouldn't have noticed otherwise. You know, oh, there's a fine line here, there's a pimple there, and all of these things. And it definitely takes a toll on your self-esteem. So again, I think it's really important to have a thick skin, have that confidence within yourself so that you can handle that. So that is it. That is my summary of my journey from 0 to 100 subscribers. I hope I will be making a video about reaching 500 or 1,000 subscribers very, very soon. I hope you got some value from this, and I hope it helps you to make your decision about whether starting YouTube is right for you. So overall, like I said, I don't think I would have started if someone had told me that it would be this difficult. But now that I have started, I'm seeing it as a challenge. I'm not somebody who likes to give up unless I've tried absolutely everything and it doesn't make sense. I don't like to give up, and I know that there are lots of other things that I can do to expedite my growth on YouTube. And so I am committed to doing those things. And like I say, I hope I will be back with another video talking about my growth to 1,000 subscribers very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. And if you want to help me get there, like this video, comment below, share this video with anyone who is thinking about starting YouTube. I hope this was helpful. Subscribe to help me get to my next milestone. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.